looking at opportunities that are available that you can take advantage of. Yesterday, we started off a conversation, started to talk about the fact that you could get into rental business and it can make you some extra income. We spoke about quite a number of available assets that you could acquire to use for that business. And it's something that while you are on your work or your job or you go to your office, you could actually keep this as a way to make money on the side. And I did remember that we mentioned that you could start by getting some of those things little by little, most especially if they are party rentals. Maybe you want to start giving out canopies, chairs, table for rent, for party, for events, and then you can start with that. Or maybe cooking, all the stuff needed for cooking, you could also start buying them in bits. The same thing goes with some other things that has to do with decoration. When you have to decorate and all of that, you also do that. Now, I will mention that. I remembered we also mentioned that you could decide to build and rent. You could rent for event as well, for all purposes. Rent for residential purposes as well. We spoke about generators too, heavy duty and non-heavy duty generators. We spoke about vehicles too, and we spoke about cars and all of that. And that will lead us into, before I go into that, we spoke about renting out spaces on your listing site as well. Okay, we spoke about that you could also take this stuff online and then rent out spaces online. I haven't mentioned all this. The next thing that we are going to be looking at today is going to be like an extension of what we started yesterday, and that is we're going to be looking at transport. As it were, it's an area that quite a number of people know that there's money in it, and then they've been thinking about the possibility of going into it. I'm sure that most of the players in that space is what discouraged some people from going into it. And when I say the players, I mean you get a bus, you put it on the road, and then some people are waiting to arrest the bus to park it in their compound, and they ask you to go bring money or ask you to go bail the bus out, and having to go through all those stress. And many people don't want that to happen to them, so they just stay off that business. But there are other ways that you could actually make money from that business, because people will keep moving from one place to the other. They will keep needing transportation, and as much as they need transport or they need to move about, you can be the one providing that service in your own way and then making money from it. So let's look at what is obtainable, what is existing. Now, what is existing is that if you are going into transport business, for instance, let's assume you are going into, you just want to do, let's say, even this tricycle, which is called Marwa. Now, on a normal day, you discover that there are people that are existing there already, and you cannot just bring your tricycle on the road and say you want to do something. They will tell you join the union or get out, and then you may not want to do that. In fact, you may not intend to even drive the tricycle yourself. You might just want to buy it and give it to somebody to drive it. But because of all of those stress, you just want to avoid, because there are times you buy it, you give it to people, and then it becomes a long story. The same thing goes with bus, okay, all the IAS buses, and those movement from Lagos to Ibadan to Port Harcourt to different parts of Nigeria. You just discovered that you can't go into that. Why? There are certain people that are cabals in that business space. They are already existing there, and then they will not allow you to just come unless they tell you some certain things which might be difficult for you to take part in it. And now I'm not only talking about you planning to drive it. I'm particularly even interested in you buying it and giving it to somebody to drive. And now when you even want to give it to someone to drive, you have the battle of the people that are there already, and then you have the battle of the person that you are giving the vehicle to drive, whether it will deliver your money or it will not deliver your money. So you have all those challenges, and just thinking about those alone, it discourages some people from proceeding or going ahead with the business. So I just want to mention some certain space in the transport system that can help you to make some money, and you don't have to go through all those routes. So the first one I want to talk about is the hailing services, which is we normally call Uber in Nigeria. That area is still a bit fresh, and it's still don't let me use the word fresh. Let me say that area is still a bit free. That's the word I should have used. Okay, so it's still a bit free in the sense that you don't have to go and answer to those cabals. You could just give a vehicle to somebody, and you have a proper arrangement with the person to get you paid on hire purchase, put a tracker in the vehicle, and then tell the person to deliver a certain amount every single week. And he will go register himself with all the companies that are into that service. I think there are about 3. There are many now, so but most people are using like 3 or 4. So whenever 2 or 3, whenever some are not responding, they move to the other ones. So he can just register himself and then be delivering the money, or you can just go ahead, make sure the vehicle is registered with those, and then he is delivering money to you based on your agreement. So that is still an area that you might want to look at. Now let's talk a bit about that. As it is, the prices of those kind of movements, or the prices of hailing services has increased in Nigeria, as it were, basically because of the fuel price and increase in price of many other things. And if you are going to get into that business, most likely you want to look at either a Toyota Corolla or a Toyota Camry. And when you are looking at a Toyota Corolla or a Toyota Camry, you are likely to want to you are likely to just want to look for the model that is going to help you with the fuel. Now, by the time you buy it, you are not going to buy it brand new. You are going to buy a Tokumbo. By the time you buy a Tokumbo, you do the clearing, you do the let's just take a look at it. An average Corolla that you might want to buy might cost you about $1,500. Now, $1,500, the shipping is around the same price too, and that's $3,000. Now, when you get that at $3,000 now is $3,000 is some serious amount of money, and that should be around 2.4 2.5 million. Now, when you get that at 2.5 million and then you bring it in, you should get ready to clear that depending on the model and the year with as much as between 2 million and 1.5 million. So roughly the old landing cost in your house will be like 4 point something million, maybe 4.5 or 4.7. And then you are looking at, okay, can I make 2 million from this vehicle? So if you are looking at that, then you want to spread that over months for whosoever is driving the vehicle. And when you are doing that, you spread it into weeks, and then the person is expected to deliver every week, is expected to buy fuel on his own, is expected to drop a certain amount, and after the 7 million is completed, then he can own the vehicle. Now, due to the fact that price of fuel has gone up and the price of the charges too has gone up, then you can be sure that the person is likely to meet up if he works very hard. So many things are happening in that space right now, but it's still one of the ways to get into the transport business. Why transport business? Transport business will always give you cash flow. The cash flow is the key thing that you might want to consider to go into that business. Sometimes you don't look at profit, you just focus on the cash flow, because when cash flow keeps coming, it keeps bailing you out of issues and quagmires and situations that are not expected. That's the essence of cash flow. Profit might not really be necessary sometimes, but you might just need to focus on the cash flow, and the transport business has that cash flow. The second one I want to talk about is the bus. Okay, the bus, if you want to go from Lagos to Ibadan, you want to start shuttling between Lagos to Ibadan now, and you have to go and register your bus. That can be quite demanding. In fact, let's start by talking about how to buy the bus. The type of bus that you see in Nigeria is either you go buy brand new, and some of them cost as much as 15 million, 22 million. Yeah, that bus you normally see. So what you can now do again is that you can buy directly from from Japan. So if you buy directly from Japan, it's right-handed. So when it gets here, you turn it to left-handed. It's usually a lot cheaper. And I think you can go to www.japanesecars.com. Now, that may be a bit tricky and difficult for some people to import when they buy from there. So the other alternatives that you can follow is to buy from Ladipo Odo, and if you do that, what you're likely to see is they will bring the vehicle out from the container. They've cut everything into about 3 or 4 pieces, cut the head, cut the middle, and then they will join it together for you right there. You will never know that they've joined it together. If you've seen Korokpe before, I'm sure that that name sounds familiar. If you've seen Korokpe before, there is no Korokpe that came into Nigeria, or don't let me use that word. Most of the Korokpe you see are actually joined together. Okay, and I could remember when Korokpe was 350, and then it moved to 650, and then it moves to 850, and then it moves to ₦1 million, and then it moves to 1.5. I don't know how much it is now. So I've said that to say that the transport business happens to be an area where you can always be sure that you will make some cash flow from. Now, if you are going to do bus, you can do bus rentals because of the cabals in the other space. You can do bus rentals, and doing bus rentals, there are quite a number of ways to go about it. You can just put an AC in your bus, and anytime people need it, you provide the service. and then you charge very well. People usually pay for that. Within the space of about 3 to 6 months, you should have recovered the money you used to buy your bus back, and then you should have the bus around for a long time because you are not using it every day like other people that are moving in the interstate. And apart from that, you can also decide that you want to use the bus for certain special arrangements. Okay, so what do I mean by special arrangements? We have schools that want their children to use school bus and they don't have the money to buy the bus. You can provide the service for them, and when you provide the service for them, it can just be taking the children in the morning, not taking the children back home. So just pick the children from their parents' house and drop them in the school arrangement, and you'll be paid for that. You make money from that, and the school also make money from that. So that can be another arrangement that you can make money from when you are doing the bus transport and you don't want to go through the cabals. Another one you could do is that you could think of going to these people that used to move goods, at different markets. Those ones that used to move goods at different markets are not as difficult as the one that used to move in the interstate. So you could just find a market or where they used to offload stuff. Let's take, for instance, if you go to where you have a lot of printing press like Shomolu or Mushi, they used to move printed materials to different locations. So if you line up with those guys that used to move stuff, you could actually be able to make some good money using your bus. Okay, so that's another way to use it. And you could actually link up with the people that are doing the market stuff. Okay, so when I say the market stuff, different markets have different needs. Let's take Alaba. Alaba, for instance, is a place where they sell musical instruments basically. And people that buy musical instruments, we need to move it to their location. Your boss can be one of the ones that they can use. And if you are not the one driving it, you can actually give it to somebody and ask the person to deliver to you every month. It's going to help the lifespan of the bus because it's not used every time. It's only used when it's needed. You could also think about using it for in the market, okay, like Mile 12, like I think Mile 12 at K2 Market. There are different kinds of markets, okay, so depending on your choice. So there are many other ways you could actually get into this transport business without necessarily having to do interstate transportation or having to join any association to be able to make money from the transport business. So the transport business is a very good one. However, if you are willing to join association in transportation, there are two ways I can suggest to you, because actually the way, if you have a bus, let's say an 18-seater, you buy an 18-seater bus. An 18-seater bus now should be around 4-5 million. And then if you have an 18-seater bus, an 18-seater bus is going to, let's say, the 4-5 million I mentioned is not the brand new. I'm talking about the one that they join together for you that you buy at the Ladipo market. That's the one I'm referring to. Okay, it should be within that range. So it may be a little bit higher though, depending on the model too. So let's say that's 5 million, right? Now you want to move from Lagos to Ibadan. Lagos to Ibadan is around 3K, and then it's an 18-seater, right? An 18-seater multiplied by 3,000, you are going to have 54,000. Okay, so a single movement is going to be 54,000. There are people that moved in twice in a day. Okay, so depending on how early the driver is moving. So let's assume a driver moves once in a day. That's 54,000. So let's reduce that to 45,000. Okay, we've removed the money for all the other expenses. So let's say a driver is making 45,000 in a single movement in a day, and he decides to move Monday to Friday. He uses Saturday and Sunday to rest. 45,000 times 5, and that's going to give us 225, and that's for a week, times 4, and that's going to give us 900,000 in a month. If that gives us 900,000 in a month, remember we removed the money for fuel. In fact, let me remove more money and say the money we are making in a month, it's about 750,000 in a month. I've removed money for other miscellaneous. 750,000 in a month, multiply by 10. That will give us 7.5 million. Let me reduce that to times 5. That will give us 3,750,000. So when I say times 10 now, times 10, that will give us 7.5 million. So in about 7 to 8 months, anybody in that business will have recovered his initial capital, take care of his expenses, and then from around 9 months upward, he should start going home with profit. So this is something that you need to know. But when you have to join them, this is what you are looking at for joining them. Okay, so and there are two ways basically. You could actually surrender your vehicle to one of the top people in the cabal, or you could actually go through the rigor of the registration. Now, whichever one you choose to do will always be good, depending on what is okay for you. But the possibility of what you can make is what I just calculated for you. And of course, one of the things I will encourage you to do is a comprehensive insurance. A comprehensive insurance takes care of the vehicle, takes care of the driver, and takes care of the third party. And that goes a long way to help you, give you some rest of mind about the vehicle. You could also put a vehicle tracker, and a vehicle tracker is also going to help you to know at each point where your vehicle is. Now, you can't get that type of IaaS bus from US, but you can get Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry from US, from Canada. In fact, from US. So let me even go to Canada side. So that other bus is Japanese bus, and they don't usually make it in the US. The bus they make in the US is Dodge Caravan and all those kind of buses. Dodge Caravan, Ford Econoline, Ram. Those are the buses they make in the US. They don't usually make this kind of bus. And you might just want to look at how to get it so that you can reduce your overhead cost. That's why I give you about the best places to get each of those vehicles, and then you will still be home and dry. Another thing that has become very common now is people using Sienna for long distance journey. Okay, you could also think about getting that if you are looking at, okay, let me move from Lagos to East. And of course, if you are going to get Sienna for that journey, you can look for that kind of transport business. You might want to look at the direction of getting one from the US. Okay, getting a Tokumbo from the US. Now, having said all of that, I have a comprehensive course on how to import car from US. It's a video course, and if you are looking at, I want to buy a vehicle at the comfort of my home, I want to sit down in my house or office, place an order for vehicle, it can move from US down to your house and your compound, and you don't have to bother about anything. And then you can watch that video course and follow it, pay, and then do that. And I need to let you know that I've done over 100 of that. If not 100, I've done more than 40. So I am talking from experience, and you too can do it. There's a way you can do it, and there will be no story. So I put everything in a video course, a step-by-step guide. You can buy the video course, watch it, and do exactly the same thing and help yourself to make some money. Now, I need to let you know again that one of the major reasons you might want to consider the transport business is because of cash flow. Cash flow is very key. In accounting, or if you do accounting, or even if you don't do accounting, let me just tell you this. You can be running a business, or you can be running an outfit, and then you are not making profit, but you are having cash flow. When you have cash flow and you keep doing what is right, it eventually can lead you to business. And then you can have profit on paper without having cash at hand. Meanwhile, cash is the king. So you are going to be needing cash flow. Okay, I haven't said all of that. I'm going to go on a short break. When I am back, I will open the phone lines so that I can take some calls. Stick around and go away.
Manage, multiply, and maximize your money. With Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show. It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information, call
0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. With Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show. It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Zero 907-224-5018. You can send me a WhatsApp message on that line, and you could also call me. You can call me in the studio right now on 0700 1021 1021. You can give me a call on that line. I have a guest in the house, and let's go ahead into it. So I want you to tell the people at home your name.
Good morning, listeners. My name is Ogunle Olamide.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So what's it all about?
Yeah, from Success Work Hub.
Okay.
Yes, and what we do at Success Work Hub is a space, a place provided for sole proprietors, entrepreneurs, small and large scale business owners. They are provided for private organizations also. And at Success Work Hub, we have private office for organizations that would want a space for their staffs to work. And we also have a dedicated desks provided for one-man business type, that where he or she would get to have a desk and a table. What you have to do is just to bring his laptop or a laptop, then you work.
Okay, so let me get it a little bit clearer for people listening to us. So what are the types of available spaces you have there?
Okay, we have a large room where an organization can get for their staffs.
Okay, so when you say an organization can get for their staffs, that's one of the things I want to clarify. Do you mean that a company can just come, or a business can just come, a business outfit can just come? Let's say they are a 4-man team.
Yes, sir.
Let's say the boss and then 3 staff.
Yes, sir.
They can come and get an office unit
Yes, sir.
in the place
Yes, sir.
and then be running their business activities.
Yes, sir.
That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I need you to be able to clarify that. So that's why I need to bring that out.
Okay.
Then you are also talking about the fact that you could have an individual,
Yes, sir.
and that individual is running his personal business, maybe online,
Yes, sir.
and he wants to work. Maybe it's usually disturbed at home,
Yes.
and he can have a dedicated desk.
and a chair.
So every time he comes, he has access to his dedicated desk and
Yes,
chair,
and a
right?
chair. Yes.
Okay, so you can go ahead now. So those
So-
are the first 2 types you spoke about.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
So we also have voucher office for people that do not want a physical office,
But
or
they just want
like
an address.
Yes.
Okay,
Just
good.
an address.
Then,
So the last one is the conference meeting room
okay, conference
for
meeting
those
room
for those people that want a space for their conference
for their
meetings,
training,
trainings,
conference
seminars.
meetings, seminars,
Yes,
and
and
all.
likes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, beautiful. So now, what's the advantage of getting an office space with Success Work Up compared to getting an office space just myself? Maybe I look for a building that we can use for an office. What's the advantage of this?
Yeah. You have a lot of benefits to get coming to Success Work Hub to get a space. Part of them is this: you have a standby power supply.
Okay,
Yes.
standby power
Power
supply.
supply. You have 24/7 internet facility.
Okay, so there's internet. So if I'm coming with my team, let's say I have like 5 staff and I'm coming there, I don't have to bother about electricity.
No.
There will always be electricity,
Provided.
and I don't have to bother about I'm
Yeah,
sure that what
internet.
you mean by there's no problem about electricity is the fact that it's either there's normal electricity
Yeah,
or
or generator.
Okay,
It's
so good.
24/7.
Okay, now and then I don't have to bother about internet, right?
Yes. sir.
They will give me password to be able to access
Just
internet,
access,
right?
Yes.
Okay, what again?
Yeah, we have about our payment. We know generally in Nigeria, when you want to get a space, you pay for at least 2 years.
Yeah, you
make
pay
it-
for 2
yeah,
years
2
if you're
years.
in Lagos.
Damages and
Damages,
commission,
agreement, commission.
yes, and all, and it's a whole lot
Yeah.
of money. So at Success Work Hub, you can pay as low as 3 months.
So if I pay for as low as 3 months, I will not pay for commission, agreement, damages, and all that. Okay,
no
good.
Stress, no stress.
Okay, so I can pay for as low as 3
3
months.
months. Yeah. And
What if I want to pay for more than 3 months?
yes, you can. It starts from if you pay for 6 months, you get 1 month free
1 month free.
Yes,
Wow. So I
yes.
can use the office for free for 1 month.
for 1 month.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, what are the
So,
other benefits?
We have 24/7 security guarantee.
Okay, so there's security,
Yeah, we have water,
there's
kitchen
water,
facilities.
kitchen facilities.
Yes, and for people that are getting a private office with us, they have access to the conference room twice a month.
Okay, when you say they have access, is it free?
Yes. Free,
Okay, that's
free,
good.
free.
Okay,
Right.
so that's beautiful. So what number can someone call if you want to be part of that?
Okay, you can call us on 070 82 22 23 98.
Again,
070 82 22 23 98.
Okay, let's go again.
070 82 22 23 98.
Let's go one more time.
Okay, 070 82 22 23 98.
Okay, beautiful. I think you should just take it one more time. I'm feeling like that.
All right. 070
Okay,
82
070
82
82
22
22
23
23
98.
98. Okay, beautiful. We're going on a short break. When we are back, we'll continue with the show. Stick around, don't go away.
Manage, multiply, and maximize your money. The successful Sami at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show. It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Sami.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Sami.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM. For more information,
Call 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. The successful Sami at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show. It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Sami.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Sami.
Okay, so you're welcome back. And 0907-224-5018 is the number with which you can send me a WhatsApp message if you have a WhatsApp message for me. And you can call me on 0700 1021 1021. So the first question I have on WhatsApp here says, can I use Banco.ai to do voice over jobs on ACX and voices.com? You might want to just try that out. Okay, you can just try that out. And then the second question is, can I use Banco.ai to read books and submit reviews on club.com? Yeah, you can also try that out. Anything is possible. You can just give it a try. So good morning, sir. I need Uber driver to handle my 2004 Toyota Corolla. Do you know anyone? I think what you need to do is find the group. The Uber guys used to, all those drivers, I'm sure that you know, I'm not referring to the brand particularly. I'm referring to people in that line of business. So they have a WhatsApp group or maybe a Telegram, a general one where people used to share different stuff on their platform. If you meet any of them, they can help you post it on their platform, and then they used to have drivers there, and then you can just have an arrangement with one of them. Okay, 0907-224-5018 is the phone number with which you can reach me right here in the studio, and then you can send me a WhatsApp message on that line. Okay, if you want to call me, 0700 1021 1021 is the phone number with which you can call me. And I have another question here. It says, good morning, Dr. Sami. How do I get the account number on the Payoneer account as it is requested on Amazon KDP platform to sell my ebooks? Okay, so you can, once you get to Payoneer, you will find the account number. They have the one for different countries, so just search for it on the Pioneer platform. That's all. But you must have signed up an account. You must have registered an account with Pioneer, and that's where you are going to be able to get that from. Okay, having said that, I have a guest in the house, and my guest this morning has come to talk about the Exploit Conference. Please go ahead and let's talk about it.
Yeah, good morning, everyone listening. Hi, I'm Opayemi Daniel, and guess what? We only have 15 more days to the Exploit Conference 2023.
Wow. 15 more
15
days.
more days. Yeah, this is so
15 more days. Wow.
Exactly.
That's good.
Yeah. So remember that the Exploit Conference is coming up on the 24th to 27th. A lot of people are already registering. So if you have not registered, all you have to do is log on to the website or call the number, be a part of the group for more details and inquiry. Remember that it is a 3-day camp meeting, meaning that we are going to be camping there. But the camping is not like mandatory. So we have people who prefer, coming and going, and then we also have people who stay around that corridor that prefer going home and coming. That is not a problem. So for the 3 days, your feeding is provided. I mean, your food is provided.
Okay,
for
so
the 3 days.
feeding is
Free. Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, so remember that we're also going to be having 3 sessions. We are going to be having a session on spiritual, where we pray and then we look at the Word of God. We are going to be having a session on business, where we look at business opportunities, using AI to make money, making money from e-commerce, making money from YouTube, making money from Banco.ai, making money in real estate business. And also, we are going to earn under the business. Guess what? Dr. Successful Sami will also be on ground to handle some areas like that.
I've always been around for the Exploit Conference every year, so I'll be on ground. Let's talk about other speakers that will also be coming.
Okay, we are going to be having Dr. Shola Oludoyi. He's going to be coming all the way from UK. We're going to be having Pastor Joshua. He's also going to be coming around, and some other speakers like that.
Okay.
So remember that you have to register. Registration is important. Your registration covers your bed space and your conference tag. The conference tag is more like an identity card that shows that you are part of the conference. So whether you're camping or you're not camping, it is still important and mandatory for you to still register.
Okay.
Yes. And the registration is just 2,500. Just 2,500. So remember that this is happening in Ikorodu, that is along Ijeda Road in Ikorodu, and this year is going to be the 25th year of the Exploit Army for Christ ministry.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
Okay, so all you have to do, just register at www.exploitarmy.org.
Okay,
Exploit, exploitarmy.org.
Not org. Beautiful.
Yeah, so you register or you send a WhatsApp message to the number I'm about to call. So the number to send a WhatsApp messages to be part of this conference or to make more inquiry is 091 69 90 0980. I'll take that again. 091 69 90 09 80 091 69 90 09 80. So remember that a lot of preparation is ongoing for this conference to be a very great one, so you don't want to miss this opportunity. Send a WhatsApp message to that number to be a part of this conference, and I hope to see you at the Exploit
Okay,
Conference.
let's take the number one more time.
The number to send a WhatsApp message to or to call is 091 69 90 09 80. For the last time is 091 69 90 is 09 80. Yeah. That's
Okay, beautiful. Okay, so we'll go on a short break. When we are back, I'll come to tidy up the show. I have 3 important information for you, and then we wrap up the show. Stick around, don't go away.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. Yeah, yeah. With Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show. It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Put a touch of class and finesse on your brand by advertising with us at High Impact 1021 FM.
For more information, call 0706 393 5694, 0915 958 1881, or 0902 745 3931.
Follow us on our social media platforms at High Impact 1021 FM. Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Our deals are hotter than the weather itself.
Make, manage, multiply, and maximize your money. Yeah, yeah. With Successful Summit at Money Magnet Show. Money Magnet Show. It's Money Magnet Show with Successful Summit.
On High Impact Radio, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. with Successful Summit.
Okay, welcome back. The Money Magnet Show. We have to go right now, but I want to remind you that on the 19th, I'm going to be doing a free seminar for my listeners due to popular demand, but it's going to be online. It's going to be either through Zoom or Google Meet, okay? And that same 19, I'm doing a giveaway seminar that will be a paid session. That one is going to be face to face. That one is going to be physical, and the venue for that one is going to be given to only those that have paid. Okay, the giveaway price is also there. And I said that if you want to have that details and other details, you might want to send a WhatsApp message to 0811 4545 706. So that free event, I'm going to be talking about making money in dollars in Nigeria, 4 ways that you can, do that. Remember that for you to make $1, it takes you about more than 2 years now. If you are contributing one naira every day, it takes you more than 2 years to make $1. So making money in dollar really makes a lot of sense. And I'm going to be sharing on how to do that in that online Zoom or either Zoom or Google Meet is what I'll use. And then by popular demand, a lot of people are asking for the internet boot camp that we did for children, the one we did for young people between age 8 to age 20 the last time. And because of the heavy demand, some people have even gone to sign up, and you can still join them. It's coming up again, and we've sent it out to still the same community. So you need to be part of that community so that you can get those information as well. And then there are some people that have been asking me that when will I resume my one-on-one mentorship program. I have resumed the one-on-one mentorship program, and you can contact me on the same. And that's all I will have to say as we close for today. Till I come your way next time, Successful Summit is my name, and I'm saying remain financially intelligent.
Make, manage,